Chasing the rabbit, down we must go. Where does it end? Nobody knows.
They say aliens might be living under our feet, which honestly makes sense. I've seen the price of rent lately. If I had to choose between a cramped apartment and a deep underground base, I'd probably go subterranean too. Apparently some extraterrestrials are working with our government beneath the surface, and weirdly enough, that's less shocking than Congress actually balancing a budget. If I mysteriously vanish after this episode, just know, I didn't fall down a rabbit hole. I was pulled into one. Beneath the surface of our planet, far from public view and official narratives, there are said to be multiple non-human species operating in secrecy. These descriptions do not come from science fiction, but from decades of consistent whistleblower accounts, abductee testimonies, and mythological parallels across time and cultures. Here's a breakdown of the 4 primary types most frequently reported. Bear with me, I get that this is out there. The Greys. Often described as short, thin beings with enlarged heads and large black eyes. Many believe they are not a naturally occurring species, but rather bioengineered drones or clones functioning as a worker class with a hive-minded collective intelligence. Their primary focus appears to be reproductive experimentation, especially DNA harvesting and the creation of human-alien hybrids. They are commonly linked to medical procedures during abduction experiences, and are believed to work in collaboration with certain human military factions deep underground. While they are not generally seen as intentionally hostile, their cold, clinical detachment and lack of empathy make them a moderate risk to humanity. Risk level, medium. Their agenda is not overtly violent, but it is invasive, methodical, and emotionally disengaged. Reptilians. The Reptilians are said to be tall, muscular beings with serpent-like features, often including scales, slit pupils, and clawed hands. According to numerous accounts, they are extremely intelligent, highly hierarchical, and deeply manipulative. They are believed to be involved in telepathic control, ritual abuse networks, and long-term psychological conditioning of the human population. These beings are frequently tied to occult elite groups, ancient ruling bloodlines, and secret societies that have existed for thousands of years. Some researchers link them to the Anunnaki from Sumerian myth or the serpent gods found across global traditions. Their influence, if true, would not only be hidden, it would be foundational. Risk level, high. The reptilian agenda, if it exists as described, involves long-term systemic control through fear, deception, and psychic domination. Insectoids. Also referred to as mantid or ant-like beings, are usually portrayed as tall, thin, and resembling praying mantises or other insect species. Some indigenous traditions, like the Hopi, describe ant people who helped human beings survive past cataclysms by taking them underground. In modern abduction lore, insectoids are often seen as emotionally distant scientists or interdimensional observers. Though they do not appear to have violent intentions, they reportedly treat human beings as research subjects, which creates a natural ethical conflict. These beings may also be involved in advanced time manipulation technologies and quantum experimentation far beyond our current understanding. Risk level is medium. While they are not overtly hostile, their foreign psychology and clinical detachment make them unpredictable and potentially dangerous in indirect ways. The Tall Nordics are usually described as very tall, radiant humanoids with fair hair, light eyes, and a calm, commanding presence. They are often associated with high levels of spiritual development and advanced telepathic abilities. In mythological texts, they resemble divine or angelic beings from Scandinavian, Germanic, and Celtic traditions. Some believe these entities are working to counterbalance the influence of darker species, especially reptilians. They are also frequently associated with messages of environmental stewardship, peace, and cosmic evolution. While the scope of their influence is debated, their interactions tend to be described as protective, or at the very least, observational rather than manipulative. Risk level, low. The Nordics appear to be either benevolent or neutral, possibly working in quiet resistance to more hostile factions. Reports of alien abduction and contact are rarely random. In fact, many experiencers across decades have reported similar family patterns, suggesting that certain bloodlines may be specifically monitored, targeted, or recruited for long-term study or involvement. These patterns span geography, race, and culture, but common traits still emerge. Families with Rh-negative blood types appear disproportionately represented in abduction reports, particularly those of European descent, including Celtics, Germanic, or Nordic ancestry. I'm sorry, I can't help but smile, because, me, my husband, my kids, we're, German and Scandinavian and all have Rh-negative blood, so that's cool. Anyway, however, many Indigenous American and South American families also report generational experiences, suggesting that spiritual lineage may be more important than genetics alone. Abductees also commonly report a family history involving military service, intelligence agency employment, or connections to Freemasonry or other secretive institutions. Trauma, especially generational trauma, is also frequently present, as are psychic sensitivities, twin births, birth anomalies, or missing time episodes in family stories. In many cases, those targeted for abduction or monitoring come from lines of people who were once seers, shamans, or cultural wisdom keepers. This isn't about biological superiority. It's about resonance, energetic, ancestral, and possibly spiritual. These bloodlines may carry something unique that either threatens control systems or enables awakening. And whatever that is, they're watching for it. I'm sorry. If you can see the... Okay, anyway, continuing. I mean, if you're here and you're watching this, then you probably already know enough about me to see the correlations between this and my channel and me. Anyway, I have not been abducted. Not even close. But there's just so many things. Okay. If these beings exist, and if they are operating underground, then what are they doing? Based on leaked documents, whistleblower testimony, and abductee accounts, there appears to be a multi-species ecosystem beneath our feet, each group running its own agenda. Some are aligned with human factions, particularly those involved in the military-industrial complex. Others are autonomous or interdimensional, intersecting with us only under specific energetic conditions. The common thread: humanity is not the center of the story. We are the resource. Whether it's our DNA, our emotions, our spiritual energy, or our unconscious compliance, we are being observed, manipulated, or utilized. Consciousness itself may be the currency in this invisible war. And the underground bases, they're not just storage depots or research centers. They are battlefields, laboratories, prisons, temples, and negotiation chambers. This is not just about physical territory. It's about timelines, trauma, memory, and who will write the code for the next version of humanity. Everything you've been taught about our outer space may have been a distraction from what lies beneath your own 2 feet. The mythologies of the underworld, the ancient gods who ruled below, the doorways to the hollow earth, they may not be myths at all. This isn't just about aliens. It's about the management of humanity's evolution. Some of the beings below may be neutral, some may seek to dominate, and some may simply be fulfilling ancient covenants we no longer remember making. The question isn't whether they're here. It's how long they've been waiting. Reflection questions. Have myths of the underworld always been misunderstood warnings, or were they disguised disclosures meant for those ready to decode them? Does your family history include patterns of trauma, odd sensitivities, or unexplained experiences that might indicate contact? What if the real war for human freedom didn't begin with AI or surveillance, but with what's been quietly evolving beneath us for centuries? Today's affirmation. I remember what they tried to make me forget, and I return now with purpose. As always, I am careful, I am happy, I am healthy. If anything happens to me, hopefully I didn't get abducted.
We're running out of time. You better keep up or get left behind. Lost in Wonderland, when nothing's as it